Merhaba arkadaşlar, hepiniz IEFT Talks webinarlarına hoş geldiniz. Bugün dünyada ilk 100'de yer alan University of Birmingham'da eğitim ve business programlarının avantajlarını benden dinliyor olacağız. Lütfen sorularınızı questions kısmından sormayı unutmayın. Yes, Sven, the stage is yours now.
Thank you, Zainab, and thank you for the invitation of IEFT. Merhaba, everyone. My name is Wen Hao. I'm from the University of Birmingham. Very nice meeting you all, though virtually. So I will take the chance today to share you more information about studying at the University of Birmingham in the UK with a specific focus at our Birmingham Business School, which is the first and oldest business school among all UK universities. So I'll start with a brief introduction of the university in general and specifically about studying business courses at the University of Birmingham at both undergraduate level and postgraduate level. And at the end of that, of course, when you choose a university, it's not only about studying a certain program, it's also about where you'd like to spend 3 years or more of your life. And that's the sharing about living in a city of Birmingham. All right then, so many of you might have already heard something about the University of Birmingham, which looks like what you can see on the screen now. That is the very center of our campus with our signature clock tower called Old Joe. Old Joe is also the highest freestanding clock tower in the whole world, and it, of course, the signature and icon architecture on campus. So our students, when they come to Birmingham, always joke that, well, I don't need to worry about getting lost in Birmingham. Where I can see the clock tower, that's where the campus is. University of Birmingham was founded back in 1900, or actually many of our departments and schools are even older than that. But as in the University of Birmingham as a whole, it was founded or started back in 1900. University of Birmingham was the ever first civic, or you might heard of this concept of red brick university in England, which means all students, despite your religions, backgrounds, and whatsoever, as long as you are academically competent, you'd be accepted on an equal basis to the university. And also, Birmingham is one of the founding members of Russell Group, which is kind of equivalent to the Ivy League in the USA universities. It consists of 24 leading research universities in the UK, which also represents the kind of highest level of education excellence in the UK. And the founding members include, of course, Cambridge, Oxford, IC, and Birmingham is also one of the founding members of Russell Group. And in the past over 100 years of history, there have been 11 professors and alumni of the University of Birmingham who have been awarded the Nobel Prizes. So that also includes 4 in medicine, 3 in chemistry, 2 in physics, and 2 Peace Prizes. So that they are the Birmingham heroes, and they are the ones who have really changed our life and changed the world with their research. And they are all but University of Birmingham alumni and the professors. In terms, of course, your career prospects, which of course would be one of the most important factors you'd take into consideration when making this vital choice of your life, our graduates have been rated as the #1 most targeted by the top employers in the UK, according to the most recent Graduate Market High Flyers report. So basically, in this report, they did a survey to the top employers or the big companies in the UK in terms of which the graduates of which universities that they'd welcome or they'd prefer to recruit. And our graduates are proud to come the top as the most targeted ones. In terms of ranking, which of course represents the the research level, the education excellence, and also how satisfied our students are and how good we prepare for their future. We're very proud to be consistently ranked among the top 100 universities in the whole world, and also consistently ranked top 20, or in most cases top 15 in the UK. And when it comes to the size of the university, because there are over 100 universities in the UK, and among all of the universities, in terms of the population or the size of student population, University of Birmingham comes top 5. Largest student population in the UK, which is also home to over 36,000 students in total, and over 10,000 of international students from over 150 countries, and of course, including a large number of Turkish students joining the University of Birmingham community every year. And for students who are specifically interested in studying business-related subjects either at undergraduate or postgrad level, we're very proud to say the Birmingham Business School is the very first business school, and of course the oldest one in the UK. So we do have the tradition of cultivating or training the professional talent for the responsible business world. A few data or further details regarding our global and the UK league table performance. In the most recent announced QS World University Ranking 2022, we are proud to stay within the top 100 universities, ranking 90 globally and 14th in the UK. And also in the Times and Sunday Times and the Complete University Guide, which is the official university guide mostly for the UK students to choose universities, we ranked the top 15th again within the UK universities, and 25 of our subjects are ranked top 10 in the UK. As I mentioned, 11 Nobel Prize winners in the past over 100 years history at the University of Birmingham, and we call them the Birmingham Heroes. And also, as you can see from the chart, we're not only talking about some glory in the history, like 50 or even 100 years ago, you used to be a good university. Actually, back in 2016, which was only 5 years ago, both the physics prize winners and the chemistry prize winner were the University of Birmingham professors and alumni. So we are the university which is still solving the challenges and the pressing issues faced by the whole world and the human beings. And in terms of our campus, which is another thing apart from the academic excellence, which is another thing which we are really proud of, because you might have heard that in the UK, not all the universities would have a dedicated campus. Some universities are more like city-based, so they do have their buildings, but kind of dotted in the city centre. Without necessarily a dedicated campus or space. However, at the University of Birmingham, we do have a large campus, which is over 1 square kilometre size, and it's safe and quiet, and the top 10 most beautiful campuses rated by the Times and the Sunday Times newspaper in the UK. So this is what our campus look like. In terms of the location, which again is another question we always receive about, if you're not in the city centre, are you like in the countryside? Are you really far away from the city? But the answer is actually no. We are not in the very city centre of Birmingham. However, with very, very close distance to the city centre, which is illustrated on the picture on the screen. So it only takes 10 to 15 minutes in bus to travel from the campus to the city centre. Or we have a train station just on campus, which is also the only one among all UK universities. It's called the university train station, but in a way, if you're living in like Istanbul or Ankara, one of the big cities, you would tend to think it's more like a tram station or like an underground station, because it's so convenient with so many frequent trains to take you from the university to the city centre in only 7 minutes. So we are really just on the edge of the city, which means you can have so easy access to the city centre when you want to enjoy yourself, go to the restaurant, go shopping, have a nice afternoon tea with your friends. However, in most of the times, if you do want to just focus your study, have a nice and a quiet and a safe study experience, you can just stay on this dedicated campus. So you have the balanced experience while you're studying at the University of Birmingham. And this is our new main library at the Centre campus, which is one of our seven libraries and resource centres across the campus. So, as I mentioned, the campus itself, which is over 1 square kilometre size, it's safe and green and beautiful, friendly, and with very easy access to the city centre if you'd like to take the train. And also, of course, if your friends and families would like to visit you in Birmingham, or if you'd like to either go back home or travel around, of course, after the pandemic, we have a dedicated airport, the Birmingham International Airport, just 30 minutes away from the campus. So that's how convenient it is. Either you wanted to travel around the UK or explore the whole Europe or even further, or go back home, or have your families to visit you, you have very easy access to the train station in the city centre or the international airport, both at your doorstep. And within the campus, it's not just a place with all of the teaching buildings and the students. Apart from the teaching buildings, of course, we also have an art gallery on campus, a geology museum with a dinosaur skeleton. We have a concert hall, and also a beautiful garden at the edge of the campus. So it's not only about studying, it's also about enjoying your life here while you're studying or while you're focusing on your study. And of course, we've got the gym, the sports centre, and all these libraries and the learning resources centres across the campus. And for your daily life, if you just need to quickly visit the bank to withdraw some cash or to get your daily grocery shopping, grab a quick coffee at Starbucks, pop to the bar to have a drink on Friday, or get your hair done, buy the schools for the books for your program, get some fresh fruits and veggies. All these things and all these facilities are also on campus. So technically, you don't have to go out of the campus to survive or to meet your daily needs or buy your daily necessary stuff. But if you do want to go out of campus to visit, for example, the city or other cities, it is very convenient to do so. So that is what the campus is like. So here are a few more photos just to give you a taste of what it might be like as a student at the University of Birmingham. So on the top right, that is, as I mentioned, the university train station. And you might have noticed that it's not called the University of Birmingham, it's just called the University Station, because there's no other university which has a train station on campus that's only unique for the University of Birmingham students. And also in the middle of the middle picture on the right side is the art gallery on campus, and our geology museum, which you can explore. Of course, the history of the Earth, and our new library, and that's the concert hall. And also in the centre, that's our new engineering building, and what the University of Birmingham Gate looked like back in history. So of course, I can share another hundreds of photos of what our campus is like. But of course, the best way to enjoy the campus is for you to come here in person and explore yourself. So enough about the general introduction of the university, which I believe and I hope you have learned a lot. And if you are particularly interested in studying business courses, either at undergraduate or postgrad level, we're also proud to say Birmingham Business School is an ideal destination for you. So here at the University of Birmingham, we got our Birmingham Business School, which, as mentioned, is the oldest and the very first business school in the UK. And our vision is to promote the curiosity and thought leadership for the responsible business globally. And by studying business at Birmingham Business School, we'd like to develop students with ethical global citizenship, effective problem solving and communication abilities. You definitely will develop the expertise in your chosen subject, and also in a wider social context, develop the awareness of the roles of individuals and a business in the society, whichever country you are based. There are so many business schools in the world, and almost every university got their business school. So why Birmingham Business School? Apart from the proud history, as mentioned, that we have taught business for over 100 years, and also we are one of the only less than 1% of business schools in the world which have achieved Triple Crown accreditation, which means the accreditations from AACSB, AMBA and EQUIS, as I listed on the page. So only just over 100 business schools among the world which have got this Triple Crown accreditations, and the Birmingham Business School is one of them. And which also means that we offer the distinctive student experience, where you have the opportunity to not only just study the knowledge and the study in your classroom, but to engage with our industry partners, with those professionals, and really develop the ability to to work in this global economy. And also, as I mentioned, we work very, very closely with our industry partners, which I will share in details later, which are also our graduate recruiters. They would host careers fairs at the university. They would deliver guest speakings to our students and host workshops and presentations and the skills training programs together with our business school to as the opportunities for our students. And the teachers or the academics who will teach you during your programs, they are definitely the leading figures in their respective fields, and which who are actively involved in the degree program, from the design of the curriculum and also in the actual daily teaching and the one-to-one conversation and support with our students. So all our academics, they are ready accessible. So it's not like I will only see you in the classroom and just disappear afterwards. That's not how our Birmingham Business School academics work. They always have the office hours and the work as tutors for our students and provide those one-to-one support or group tutorial sessions for our students. So that's how the academics at our business school work. We try to develop that links between academics who are leading academic and the leading professionals in their field, and bring them together with our students, so you can see where you are in the future and who you can be in the future. In terms of our undergraduate programs, so at the University of Birmingham Business School, we offer a range of undergraduate programs in all these different subjects of business field, and also some joint honour degrees and some major minor honour degrees to offer flexible options for our students. So here on the screen, you can see we offer the Accounting Finance program, which is the standard 3-year undergraduate program, and also BSc Management. However, if you'd like to choose the BSc Business Management program, you have the opportunity, the different pathway to choose. You can choose to study the standard 3-year Business Management program, or Business Management with a year in industry, which will altogether be 4 years of your degree, but you can one dedicated year in the industry to give you the actual life working experience, and also business management with the communications, and also with communications together with a year in industry. Or if you haven't decided whether you'd like to go for management or probably marketing, you can also choose to study business management with marketing, and also 4 years with an extra year in industry. So that's how we kind of develop our program to suit the needs of different students. You might just want to achieve the degree and focus on your study, or you might want to kind of combine the management with some other elements in either marketing or communications, or probably you'd like to have one additional year in industry to gain the real life experience to prepare you for your future careers. And these are all available options for you at the University of Birmingham. For students who are interested in studying economics, of course, you can choose to study the standard economics degree, and also if you have an interest in languages, we have the degree in economics with German or with Spanish. Besides, if you were like, I definitely would like to study economics, but how about politics, which is my kind of second favorite subject that I'd hate to miss at undergraduate level, I'd like to explore like both subjects. In that case, you can choose to study at our joint honours degree program called Economics and Politics, which means you will have kind of the modules almost equally split between economics and politics, so you can explore both subjects, and of course, which are the two really fundamental, I would say, the fundamental subjects which can help you understand most of the pressing issues in the current society. And also we have the policy, politics, and economics, which is another joint honours degree we offer for you to explore more in the politics and the policy of current governments around the world, but also with a focus in economics. Some other programs or subjects we offer at our business school at undergraduate level include money banking finance, which includes more It's part of our economics suite of programs, but with a focus in money banking. And if you are particularly strong in mathematics at your high school, but also would like to, of course, explore the business world, then mathematical economics and statistics would be an ideal program for you. You've got lots of like quantitative elements in your modules. You've got lots of like statistics and data analysis element in your content, which is really one of the key skills required if you would like to pursue careers in like banks or just like consultancy kind of world in the business side. If you'd like to, of course, enter the business world and especially understand the business in the current global context, then you may want to consider the international business program at our business school, and also have two different kind of pathways or slightly different focuses. One is international business with communications, and the other one with language again. So basically, for students, if you have kind of quite diverse interest that you might not be able to necessarily make a firm decision at this stage, that I would definitely just go for management and management only, or like definitely economics. If you do want to explore different possibilities and do want to develop kind of wider skills to prepare for your future career development, then these programs would be the suitable options for you. So these are the programs we offer at the University of Birmingham Business School at undergraduate level. In terms of tuition fees, of course, the tuition fees may change like every year. In terms of this entry, this September 2021 entry, the tuition fees vary between about £20,000 per year up to about £21,000 per year. That's the current tuition fee level for our business school programs. So I wouldn't go into further details of, you know, what you can study in each of the single subject, which you can easily find out on the course page. What I want to share more is about the career preparation for our business school students. As I just mentioned, our graduates have been rated as the #1 top targeted graduates by the UK recruiters and the employers. And how's that? And how come we can? Our graduates are so, you know, well prepared when they get into the job market. So basically, at the University of Birmingham, we have, of course, a central career team, but also we have dedicated career team in each college and school. So we have a dedicated career team in our business school with different kind of focuses. They can support with your job applications, they can check your CV, and we also have mentors in the team to just, you know, have one-to-one consultation with you to help you identify your interest and your potential future career path. And also they will host or organize workshops and webinars, working with our industry partners to provide these additional resources for the current students. And also, of course, by working with our industry partners, if they do have any vacancies or they would like to develop a placement programs with our students or for our students, this team will also share this information with our business school students. So that's how we kind of are equipped to support our business students at undergraduate level, especially. So some other like dedicated projects or programs we offer at our business school for undergraduate students. So first I'd like to share with you is a dedicated kind of program for our first and second year undergraduate students that we work with Capgemini company, which is one of the leading consultancy and solution provider companies in the world. So that's available for our first and second year of undergraduate students. It's a week-long challenge program that you will need to work with a dedicated kind of client and develop a tangible solutions-based consultancy projects for the client. And in this case, that's a very good way to boost your CV and your work experience, and a really good opportunity to make a real difference to the organization that you're assigned to support, or kind of your assigned client, because whatever solutions that you provide, they may really adopt that, and that may really be put into practice so that you're making a real difference. It's not just a kind of homework that you do by yourself. It's something that can really be put into practice. And for our third year, or kind of final year student, as part of your curriculum, we have something called professional development module, which is a flexible, shorter term student placement. So that's for final year students to undertake a short professional assignment for an employer for at least 40 hours. You can do these 40 hours on a full-time basis during your summer vacation, or as a part-time project during your term time. So that's designed to really help our final year students prepare for the job market and kind of bridge the gap between your academic study and your future professional life post-graduation. So these 40 hours or more will be kind of the practice of your post-graduation professional life. So basically, the companies that we work with, they would assign activities to the student in the project, and of course our student will contribute their academic and the research and analytical skills to complete that project. Some typical project or placements include like some research in the effective ways to market its services, so more like a marketing research or like a marketing plan development, or to research into the impact of public policy into that industry sector, which is more related with kind of consultancy work. So that's what that short-term placement is like, and that is part of your modules in your final year with us. And for students who have chosen the degree with year in industry, which means you will have to take a full-time 33-week placement in industry after your first 2 years of study, and then return to the university to complete your degree in your fourth year, which is kind of like your year 3 in academic study, but your actual fourth year, because the third year will be spent full-time in the placement in industry. So by taking this industry placement, which is a 4-year paid placement, of course, you will gain more insight into the industry that you may want to start as your career after graduation. And the dedicated employer or our partner industry, they will know you while working with you for this whole year full-time job. And in many of our placement students are offered the employment, or they are given this job offer after the degree. So that's why we'd like to develop this kind of industry placement embedded degree programs to really prepare our students for their future employment. And also for students who have chosen the communications pathway, like business management with communications, we also have dedicated industry placements, slightly different from the business management only placements. The one with the communications are, more for kind of PR or like a media related placements. Our students are trained in writing a press release, how to deliver the key message of the company, how to develop the kind of new media solutions, the Facebook, the TikTok, or the Instagram thing, how to manage and host an event. All these things are kind of provided during your study at the University of Birmingham, and you are taught by really senior journalists and the PR consultants, and you can have access to the university's media and the television facilities. So that's how you will be trained if you choose this communications pathway. After seeing all that, in terms of short-term or longer-term placement opportunities, we really pay special attribute to our industry partners, which are in most cases also our graduate destinations after their degree with University of Birmingham. So here are some examples of our industry partners and also our graduate destinations, including IBM, including KPMG, and all the other really kind of famous brand that might be your dream or ideal destinations after you achieve the university degree. If that's the case for you, then Birmingham Business School undergraduate courses would be an ideal choice. And apart from study, then of course, as I mentioned, you will have lots of time and opportunities to engage with the careers network, meet with your future or potential future employers. We also have free language courses for our international students during your study, because of course you need to meet your IELTS requirement when you get into the program. But apart from that, even during your study, you can have access to free additional language courses to prepare you for your academic study, or like to prepare you for your professional English, things like that. So these are kind of free resources for you at Birmingham. And also we have dedicated student societies which are funded or established by our current business students, such as Economic Society, Investment Society, things like that. So apart from studying the subject, you can also join one of those subject societies to meet the seniors and the junior students in this subject, which will, of course, share the knowledge, share the experience with you. And during your study, you will all have an individual personal tutor, which, as I said, you can schedule one-to-one meetings with them and really ask any questions and share any concerns or share any developments that you'd like to share with your tutor. And for the career team, we have the mentor scheme that you can also make an appointment, have one-to-one consultation to really help you clarify what would be the potential career path that you can develop after graduation. And also, if you need any support in terms of welfare and well-being, we also have a welfare and well-being team based in the school who can provide you the dedicated support. So these are about our undergraduate programs at the University of Birmingham Business School. In terms of postgraduate, or we see our MSc, Master of Science programs, we are in the process of transforming our MSc programs from 2021 into 2024, which means every year we will transforming or kind of updating 3 or 4 programs to make sure all our programs are up to date, are meeting the current challenges and solving the current issues of the business world. So in terms of 2022, here are the master level or postgraduate level of programs we offer at the University of Birmingham. As you can see, you've got kind of 4 general subjects, including marketing, economics, accounting, finance, and management. And within each subject, you've got different programs to choose from. So for marketing, you've got the generic, just marketing postgraduate program. And also we've got 2 specialist marketings, which is kind of to be confirmed at this stage, but we will publish it on the website as soon as possible. For economics, you can, of course, explore economics by itself, or with a focus in money, banking, finance, or international money and banking, or financial economics. In terms of accounting finance, we have the accounting finance MSc program by itself, or if you have already passed 9 papers of ACCA at your undergraduate level, or just before you get into the postgraduate program, you can also choose the accounting and finance ACCA pathway, which we provide additional training modules together with your MSc program. You get additional kind of ACCA paper training courses during your study. And also financial management, investments, and financial technology, or we call it FinTech, which is a new program we just developed in 2021. And if you are a management student, you got MSc Management, or Human Resource Management, or International Business. So these are our MSc programs at the University of Birmingham Business School. In terms of the tuition fees, at master level, the tuition fees is slightly higher than our undergraduate courses. You can see it kind of ranges from 23,000, or for economics, it's about 22,000 up to 29,000, or for accounting and finance pathway 2, which means you get additional, as I said, additional ACCA training courses, then the tuition fee would be up to 32,000. So that's the tuition fees for this 2021 intake. For 2022 intake or future intakes, this may vary a bit. I think given the time, I might not be able to share all these full details of our exciting MSc programs. I'll just quickly share some highlights with you in terms of several most popular programs at the University of Birmingham. So for the, So for the financial technology program, which, as I said, it's a new program that we developed to really face the need of the market. You will have the modules in not only just business, you will also be trained in terms of programming, big data, risk management. So this is delivered together by the business school and our computer science school. So you'll be fully equipped to start your careers in blockchain, in financial analysis, cybersecurity, apps development, and all sorts. So it's not just a kind of business program. It really develops you well-rounded for different kind of career paths. In terms of investments, it is another small cohort of program, which means we won't really recruit a large number of students. You will be part of a very small kind of class of this program, and you will develop a closer relationship with the experts and your fellow students. And we also have our strong links with the industry. So your academic study is combined with a real practical focus. You will have access to the Bloomberg training suite at the university, and the future career options would be available in investment bank, insurance companies, and government institutions and consultancies. Financial management is another highly popular program at our postgraduate level, because in this course, we, apart from the degree, we also support our students to achieve 2 ACT professional qualifications. Basically, it's not a straightforward exemption of exams. It's like the content will be covered by the modules, and if you choose to do these optional modules and of course meet the requirements, you will receive these 2 kind of certificates as part of the ACT together with your MSc degree. Accounting finance, again, like I said, we work with Kaplan Financial, which provides additional ACCA training modules if you choose the ACCA pathway. So you will get your accounting finance degree and the additional ACCA qualification trainings. So these are a few kind of like most popular programs that I'd like to share specifically with you. For our postgraduate students at business school, we do offer scholarships. It's not we have a number of scholarships, but the value really kind of ranges from 2,500 up to even full tuition fees coverage. For most outstanding students, you do have to submit the applications. So it's not only kind of based on your academic excellence. You do need to apply for it separately and of course explain why you'd like to be considered for the scholarship. For 2021 intake, the application deadline will be 30th of July. And of course, if you're looking for the future intakes, please do check back on our website for the details of the scholarships for the future intakes. But yes, we do offer scholarships at our business school if you're studying postgraduate courses with us. And I wouldn't go into all the details of the entry requirements. Just in a nutshell, all our courses will require a UK 2-1 degree. For if you are achieving your degree in a university in Turkey, that means GPA 3 out of 4. That's the requirement for our postgraduate courses. And for most of the courses, we do require a relevant background. So, for example, if you are applying for accounting and finance, we do need an accounting and finance background at your undergraduate level. And similar for like investment or financial management, we do require background in finance or economics or statistics or whatsoever relevant to the program you're applying at postgraduate level. If you don't have the required background at undergrad level, for example, you studied, we say, engineering at your undergrad level, but now would like to shift your path and go explore the business world, then you may want to apply our marketing or human resources management or international business courses. These are the subjects that we don't require specific background at your undergraduate level. For most of our postgraduate courses, we require IELTS 7 as the English requirement, and all these skills above 6.5. For economics, international business and management, we require IELTS 6.5 and all skills above 6 in IELTS. So that's the English requirement. We are really kind of running out of time. I'll just briefly let you know that we also offer MBA programs at our business school, and you can choose to specialize in MBA International Business or Global Banking. And we also have scholarships for MBA students, and you don't have to aim for a 1-year standard course. We have the range of options of a 1-year 12-month route or a 21-month route, or even a 24-month route. It depends on how many years of work experience you have. So if you're applying for the 12-month standard route of MBA, we require 5 years of work experience plus IELTS 7. If you have only 3 years working experience, you can still choose to study at our 21-month route MBA course with IELTS 6.5. For if you have 3 years working experience and IELTS 6, you can also join us in our 24-month route. So there are different kind of length of the courses that you can choose based on your background, your work experience, and your English level. So as I've just quickly mentioned, for postgraduate level students, we require GPA 3 out of 4 as the equivalent of UK degree 2-1 level. So that's the minimum requirement for all our postgraduate courses in business school. And if you do have any like internship experience or even working experience, please do share that in your personal statement, and that will be really, really helpful for the tutor to review your application and know you better. If you are currently studying at your high school and aiming to progress to your undergraduate study in the UK, we, of course, can accept your international qualifications if you're studying like A-levels or IB or like SAT, AP. These are absolutely acceptable. Alternatively, if you are studying the high school diploma and if your school is on our recognized list, then we can accept your high school diploma directly for undergraduate study. And we don't look at your CGPA, so don't worry about your like year 9, 10, 11. We only look at your result in grade 12. And here, this table, you can see the equivalent results we required for high school diploma at your year 12. For most of our business programs, we require minimum 80, or for some courses, 85 at your grade 12 to get into our business undergraduate courses. So here are some examples of where our postgraduate students have started their career after they achieve the degree with us. So I hope you have spotted some of those your dream destinations on the list. Just to name a few, like Bank of England, PwC, KPMG, or IBM, all these Santander Bank, all these destinations are the real example destinations of our MBA and MSc students. All right then, so actually I've touched on a lot about living in the city of Birmingham. Just to quickly recap actually. So as I said, you were choosing a university, but not only the university, but also the city that you were gonna live here for 1 year or 3 years or longer time. Birmingham as a city is the second largest city in the UK. So you all know London as the capital, the biggest city, but also a bit expensive and crowded. Birmingham is the second largest city, right at the heart of England, with very easy access to the rest of the country, to London and all the other like big or small cities in the UK, but with a much, much more affordable living cost. But you expect the very similar city experience and a similar level of job opportunities in Birmingham. So here at Birmingham, as the second largest city, it is also the youngest city in Europe, because 40% of the population is under 25 years old. And that's because 48 of our Birmingham graduates, they choose to stay in Birmingham following their graduation, either for further study or for jobs afterwards. And it also means Birmingham as a city is young and vibrant, full of opportunities and excitements for young people. That's why they choose to stay here even after their study. So here are a few quick pictures of what the city looks like. And apart from being a modern and a big city, it is also a beautiful city. We got more miles of canals here in Birmingham than that in Venice. So this is also a picture in the city centre, which looks slightly different from, the few pictures I just shared, because it looks beautiful and quiet, but that's also the city centre. So you have kind of a different lifestyle in the city of Birmingham. You have the quiet, beautiful canal running through the city centre that you can enjoy a cup of coffee in the city. And also Birmingham is the home to Cadbury chocolate, and the car Mini, the ever first mini car in the world, was manufactured in Birmingham back in 1959. If you're a football fan, then good luck. You come to Birmingham, you have access to Aston Villa and the Wolves, which are both the Premier League teams, with a relatively, easier access. You can get the tickets and enjoy the Premier League match while you're in the UK. We also offer accommodations. We've got 3 university villages here at the University of Birmingham. They're all single rooms. You don't share that with the other students. 70% of the rooms are ensuite, that you have your own kind of toilet and the bathroom yourself. They're all within 2 kilometers of the campus, and all equipped with 24/7 security and support on campus. Very last thing is about the estimated cost of living if you're studying at the University of Birmingham. As I said, it is the second largest city. However, it does not mean it's expensive. In contrast, actually, Birmingham is relatively, as a student city, quite affordable in living cost. Here on the screen, you can see the list of estimated costs of living. In terms of the accommodation cost, it's about, 500-ish per month. It depends on, of course, what kind of accommodation you choose to stay, together with all these other groceries and other shopping expenses. The estimated annual total cost of living would be around 8,000 to kind of 10,000 pounds per year, which is much cheaper than that in London, in Edinburgh, or even in Manchester. So that is how much it would roughly cost as a student here. And that's it from me today. Thank you very much for joining me today. I do hope that you have known better about the University of Birmingham, about our business courses options here at Birmingham, and about the city. So here's my email address. Do feel free to contact me directly if you would like to know more information about anything in Birmingham. I'm more than happy to support. Let me just check whether we have any questions here. Right. So there was a quick refresh of the page. Do we need to study pre-masters for business master program? No, there's, as long as you have done your undergraduate degree, meet the requirement of GPA, there's no pre-master requirement. MA Psychology, that's a good question, which is not part of our focus today, but MA Psychology also requires, if you are graduating from a Turkish university, also requires GPA 3 out of 4, and also we need psychology as your undergraduate degree as well. You can't, like, you studied something different and then apply MA Psychology. We do need the relevant academic background. What percentage of students live on campus? Well, actually, we have the guarantee scheme for kind of first year international students at both undergrad and postgrad level. So for, I would say, it's like a student personal choice. But for our first year international students, I don't have the data. I'd just say over 70-80% would choose to stay on campus or really close to campus, because that's the first year that you come here. And of course, for more mature students, especially in the year 2, year 3, if they have met friends or they have decided to perhaps live in the city centre or live with their friends in a private accommodation, then they can choose to kind of move out and stay with their friends. I love that question about what's the best department of the University of Birmingham. I believe every department or the academics of each department would say that's me. As I mentioned, actually, business school is one of the I would say best, but one of the most popular department at Birmingham. LLM, or our law school, is also a high-ranked department or school at Birmingham, but we don't have postgraduate scholarship, or definitely not 100% scholarship for LLM program. Are internship or co-opportunities available through the university? Yes, the answer is absolutely yes. While you're studying at the University of Birmingham, of course, you will have your student visa to study in the UK, which allows maximum 20 hours to work apart from your study. And you can use this 20 hours to do internships or part-time jobs or whatsoever. We also work with an organization called WorkLink in the university. And this WorkLink platform will just advertise all kinds of internship or part-time job opportunities on their website, on their platforms, including some opportunities to work in the university departments. Like our office literally has just recruited one student who has joined our team and worked on a project for 2 months. So yes, you definitely have the opportunity to work while you're sitting with us, but within 20 hours during your term time. Which majors are the advantages for part-time professional jobs? I wouldn't say, that's another question similar with that. What's the best departments in the university? It's hard to say, because for part-time jobs, it's more about what your expertise is. Our business school students usually would be quite keen to get kind of part-time jobs, but it really up to you. It's your personal choice. If, for example, you're an engineering student or computer science student and you have the expertise, and you can also quite, I wouldn't say easily, but quite conveniently get a part-time job. Can international student get work permit? As I just mentioned it, during your term time, you can work maximum 20 hours per week. If it's your summer vacation or just non-term time, then you can work full-time. Accommodation options, we have 3 villages on campus owned by the university that you can choose from. We also work with some partner accommodation providers with accommodation halls just outside of the campus with like 10-15 minutes walk distance, so you have quite large number of accommodation options with kind of different room types as well. We unfortunately don't accept credit transferring from a Turkish university, I'm afraid. Only on a very rare cases, if you have done, I don't know, like 2 years at your university and would like to apply for year 2 advanced entry at Birmingham, the tutor might consider that on a case-by-case basis, but in vast majority of cases, that would be a no. So in most cases, you have to kind of start from year 1. Can I apply direct to a PhD program in psychology after completing the bachelor degree? Well, the answer is actually, again, it will be case by case, but in vast majority of cases, it will be a no, because PhD level of study is highly demanding. It's slightly different from that in the US, because a PhD degree in the US can take 6, 7, or even longer years, but it's a standard 3 or 4 years program in the UK, which means you have to be fully ready and fully equipped with the required research ability from day 1. So in vast majority of the cases, unless you're exceptionally great student, we would require a master degree. So during your master degree, you will be further trained up with your research skills, independent research and independent study skills, which will be essential for the PhD level of study. We do have PhD fundings, but that's up to each department and each supervisor. So if you're interested in PhD program, you can feel free to jump on our website, choose study research program. We have a database of kind of fundings that you may want to explore. So thank you very much. I think that's all the questions here in the session. So thank you very much for joining today, and I do hope you find it informative. If you have any further questions, you can get my email address on the screen and feel free to drop me a line. Thank you very much. Have a lovely weekend.
Thank you very much for your presentation, Wen. We believe it was a really informative webinar for the attendees. And also I would like to thank the participants in Turkish as well. Katıldığınız için teşekkür ederiz arkadaşlar. University of Birmingham ile ilgili diğer sorularınız için bana mail adresinden ulaşabilirsiniz. Aynı zamanda sizi alttaki webinarımıza da davet etmek isteriz. Thank you very much again, Wen. It was a pleasure to have you in IEFT Talks.
Thank you very much. Thank you all. Bye-bye. Take care.
Take care. Bye-bye.